right, here we go. So this is my 7 tickets that I bought, and we're gonna see if I won. Actually, I already do know. I did win some money. All right, so I figured one of the best things to do here is to prove it. This was the 3rd game, and now I get to collect some money. All right, stay with me. There you go.
Got $3 today.
Excellent.
Did you want this back?
Nah, okay, throw it out.
You got 1, 2, and 3 for you.
All right, thanks, son. I know, not much, but yay! All right, money. It's around about now that some of you guys are starting to believe. Well, watch the rest of this video and I promise you one thing. You'll start to believe it even more. So let's go back to our number wheel, and this time we're going to start with August 25th, 2021. The numbers are 11, 14, 15, 18, 30, and 34, and the numbers that I hit, 11, 14, and 34. Okay, so let's go to the tickets, and you'll notice that in the tickets I hit 11, 14, and 34. But you also notice that there are other numbers that are surrounding that 14 and 34, which is 13, 33, and 35. Now in the area where you've got A and B on the one on the left hand side here, this is something I was just kind of playing around with. I just figured, well, who knows, maybe I was going to be off, so I might as well just kind of play around a little bit. But for the most part, I knew that the number was going to be in 2 or 3 sets of groups. One will be in the 30s and the other one is going to be in the 10s. All right, so the result here is 11, 14, 15, 18, 30, and 34. And you can see 11 through 18, those are in the 10s, 30 and 34, and in the 30s. So I was a little bit off as far as where I was focusing. I was focusing more in the 30s than in the 10s. But regardless, the one that is overdue is basically 41 and 40. All right, so let's go back to the number wheel. And for August 21st, there was a long line of sequence numbers, and it missed. So I brought that into the August 25th. And there was a cross-reference, which was 31 through 35, which leaves 32, 33, 34, and 35 as the hot group of numbers. And which one hit? 34. There you go. All right, so let's go to the targets. All right, so again, we're going to go to the August 25th, 2021. And a few things you want to look for, and if you remember, if you've seen the videos from the past, you'll notice that I was able to find targets or bullseyes, right? So we could go through again Mrs. Jones and her target shooting here, and she was able to hit 11 on the bullseye. That's the number I chose. And I knew it was going to be 34 or 35 from the 2 long sequence numbers. But there was something else that was very, very interesting. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to white out the background here. All right, so something else that was very interesting, and that is that there was always one shot that was off by 1. And in this case, it was 14. If you watch this all the way to the end, you'll understand, why there is one shot that apparently misses by 1. But it's something that you will need to kind of focus on, because this is gonna happen most of the time, if not all the time. And let's go back to July 31st, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, right? So here, again, target shooting, and we got number 9. There's your bullseye, number 10, 26, and 24 for the bullseye. But pay attention to this one. You ready? Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. 37 was the one that missed by 1. So again, pay attention to that because it happens. I don't know why it happens, but it does. So it's like Mrs. Jones apparently missed the target, but barely. All right. So let's go to August 4th. And again, you got 33, and look at that, 42 as the bullseye. But let's see where she missed. Number 39. Okay, again, off by 1. Let's go to August 7th, 2021. Number 7, and it's a bullseye. Number 5. It's amazing how many times it hits the bullseye, huh? And look at this, number 2. That's the one that missed by 1. Let's go to August 11th. All right, and again, number 20 is hit here. 31, and look at that, another bullseye at 42. But let's have a look. Oh, look at that, 15, and oh, good gracious, 21. Okay, so there you go. You got two shots that missed just outside of the target. So if you kind of think about it, I mean, this is pretty incredible because let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 numbers here. So close to winning the lottery on this one, right? So let's go to August 14th, and there's your 26 and 24. Again, bullseye. And look at the next one. Oh, that's another bullseye. Wow, 42. But did we have one that missed that one? Yes, number 39. Look at that, 4 numbers. All right, let's go to the very next one, August 18th. And 30 was the one that was hit here. And another bullseye. Wow, number 15. And look at that, number 18, missed by 1. Okay, let's go to geez, I just noticed number 28. Look at that, another shot that missed by 1. Let's go to August 31st, and let's have a look. 14, no bullseye. What a bummer, but look at that, number 1, just outside of 44. Okay, so that's another one that missed by 1. Let's go to August 25th. This is the one that I played, and so in this case I figured, well, it missed the bullseye last time, maybe it will hit a bullseye here, either number 11, 36, or 42. And if you noticed, what I kind of selected were one of these 3 or 2 of these 3, right? So let's have a look. Okay, we have 34, and I knew 34 or 35 was going to hit, and 11. The 11 was the bullseye. And look at that, number 14. Okay, and I knew 14, and I'll explain that a little bit later. I need to explain it a little bit more in detail, but you'll understand why I chose 14. Okay, and now here we're at August 28th, and we have no idea because that is tomorrow night, guys. So pay attention to these targets because it's going to be a big deal for tomorrow. All right, so let's go to this time. There was something else that was really, really cool here, and this is what I'm calling the build-up. All right, so this is basically where I've got 2 sequence numbers, 2 groups of sequence numbers, where there is a high probability of it building up. All right, okay, so let's have a look at the result for August 4th, 2021. And we have 33, 34, 37, 38, and we know somewhere along the line here it's going to build up. All right, so let's have a look. Look at that, 33, which actually hit, but also there's 1, there's the buildup, right? So 37, 38, and 39 is the buildup. All right, let's go to August 7th, and here you can see that 18 came up. That was the one that was next to 19, 20. Let's go to the next one. Now it's now August 11th. And there you go. Look at that, guys. 24 hit, and there's your buildup right there. It's the number 31 next to 30. All right, now for August 14th, 2021, and again, wow, 24 hit, and there's your additional number, the build up at 26. And then for August 18th, oh, there you go, look at that. So August 18th, there was no result. All right, so this is something that generally comes out rarely, and I gotta use a computer software for this to locate these results, and in this particular case, it didn't see anything. So nothing for August 18th. Let's go to now August 21st, and there you go again. No result for August 21st. So let's go to the next one. August 25th. All right, August 25th. There you go. You got your 4, 5, 15, and 16, and there's your 15. The reason again I chose 14 is when you looked at the targets, you'll notice that the target ended at 13. And knowing that when you have a big target, Mrs. Jones was going to miss one just outside the target, and because she missed out, or she missed one just outside of the target, I saw 15, 16 and realized, you know what, if this is going to build up and you also have another big target, which is also screaming out for the number 14, that was the reason why I decided to go for number 14. So now you guys get it. Also understanding that we were going to hit some bullseyes here, which is 11, 36, and 42. I decided to choose 11 because at that point it was really sticking out. I have other results that I generally use, and 11 was really hot in this case. So I was pretty confident that 11 was going to come out. The other part was I also knew that 34 or 35 was going to hit, so that's why I chose 34 or 35. And if you look at the result, you'll notice that there was a lot of those numbers in those tickets that was around that 33, 34, 35 range. And I came pretty close to it, but unfortunately it was just a little bit off. All right, but so these are the targets that I hit: 11 for the bullseye, 14, which is where I connected 15, 16 with 13, and the other one was 34. All right, so what are we going to do for August 28th? All right, so these are the results for August 28th, and you'll see there's your 4, 5 again, and 14, 15 in this case, and there's your 3 targets. All right, 3 targets, and I would probably choose somewhere along the lines of, for something like this, something that has been really I don't know, just it really wants to come out, and that's the target of 40 through 44. It's been there forever, so this thing is due, and because 34 came out the last time, there's a probability that that middle target is also going to hit, somewhere between the 32 and 36. You guys are going to have to decide where you're going to choose as far as on the outside, but there was also an overdue number for August 28th, and this is it right here. So 37, 38, and 43, 44, either is going to hit or it's going to build up. And the other target here is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. These are all overdue. So it's something that I would probably pay a little bit of attention to, and if you kind of notice 43 and 44, that's sticking out like a sore thumb. So I would probably consider that as one of the 2 numbers that I'll probably choose this coming the 28th. All right, guys, so kind of pay attention, play again very, very smartly, and don't forget to press that subscribe button. Again, that will keep me motivated to keep this going, and I'll keep doing these videos, and hopefully you guys will win one. Let's win one for the team. All right, guys, have a good night.